Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast with a quick vid. So, the Golden State Warriors were not able to get it done. This is the end of the era, right? I mean, look, I know it's easy to pile on the Warriors considering they've just kind of been, up and down all season, right? And the talk of, Klay Thompson, his whole mental state and where he's been at. We're going to get into Klay. But overall, Sacramento Kings dominated this game. Sacramento Kings, they're young. They were at home. They were desperate to get back into the playoffs after losing to the Warriors. So this was almost like a revenge, bittersweet for the Sacramento Kings. And I mean, you know what? The Warriors dynasty has been one of the greatest dynasties in basketball. Winning 4 championships, going to multiple finals. I mean, it was good. It was thrilling basketball. Every era, there's always a team that dominates, and the Warriors were that team. All good things come to an end as we forge on to a new era of basketball, as we see what OKC does, as we see what Denver's doing, if they can continue their domination of the West after winning last year. Can they repeat this year? You see the rise of a young team in the Houston Rockets. They missed the playoffs, but you see something, they're building something. You see Wembanyama in San Antonio Spurs. The list goes on, right? There's new life. There's going to be room in the West. Who wants to reign supreme, right? And who's going to be king of the West, right? And then we have LeBron James, who won. The Lakers won their playing game, right? Could this be LeBron's last really good shot at winning the championship? Who knows, right? But for the Warriors, a lot of people can see this coming, and it was just too much to ask of Steph at age 36, to try to carry this team. And here we go with Klay Thompson, right? Klay Thompson scores 0 points, right? I mean, look, 0 for 10 from the field. I mean, listen, man, I've been critical of Klay Thompson, and I felt I was justified. Some people didn't like that. But I mean, look, his whole mental state, his game has declined. And I mean, this was his last act as a Warrior to showcase, hey, you know what? Let me try to carry this team. Let me put something together. 0 for 10 from field goal, 0 for 6. This is a disgraceful exit for Klay Thompson, who, those rumblings that, teams would actually pay Klay Thompson money, and he cost himself a lot of money, in my opinion, with this performance, right? Even so, what if the Warriors lost? Klay Thompson, can you show people anything, right? I mean, essentially, this game was a job interview for Klay Thompson, and he didn't do himself any service. So Klay Thompson, it seems like he's nailed his coffin as a Golden State Warrior. He's been great as a Warrior, fitting in their system, being part of Splash Brothers, being one of the most dynamic three-point shooters we've ever seen. But that's it. Game never really developed. Not really a dynamic player overall. I mean, early in his career, he used to put on the floor and take it to the rack and stuff. And you were like, okay, you know what? If Klay can continue to build on that, he can be something special, right? But that's not the case. He has his injuries and everything, and he's just never been able to, you saw glimpses of it in the 2022 NBA Finals, and maybe that was it, right? Klay Thompson cost himself money. Teams that were maybe thinking of wanting to pick him on, sure, they can take him, but he is going to it's on the side. Murray for Sacramento, absolute beast, man, crazy, best player on the court. Anyways, though, but for Klay Thompson, though, teams are that were considering him will probably still consider him, but not money, right? He talked about, I feel I'm still one of the better two-way players in the game. Not so much, right? This game looked like it was a meltdown for Klay at all. If he can't shoot, he can't drive, he can't do anything else. If shots aren't falling in, that's it for Klay Thompson. How much is that worth? Man, I feel bad for Steph Curry, but we've all seen this coming, though, man. Klay Thompson, his whole mental state, and, feeling bad about being benched and fake smiling and everything like that. His heart wasn't in it. He felt he got lowballed. when they offered him 2 years, $48 million. Now that sounds like a very lucrative contract that he decided to bet on himself, and it did not pay out. It did not cash in. Any team that decides to pay Klay Thompson more than, $25 million a season is absolutely stupid. Klay Thompson might have to go somewhere and do it again at 35 and on a prove-it year to hope to get a contract at 36 years old. Crazy collapse from Klay Thompson. Not surprised the Warriors lost this game. A lot of people were like, oh, the Warriors could muster up something, blah, blah, blah. Not so much. So anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.